onion haseyo. Hi.
Alright, I'm finally home. Oh, yo, is that you, Ken? Yo, Ken, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what are you doing, man?
Yo, I'm trying to learn this Korean, dude. This thing is hard. I'm the Hoseo. What is it?
Dude,
Hi?
speaking of Korean, you want to make some Korean food? Korean barbecue?
I'm pretty hungry, dude. Yeah, let's make some Korean meat.
Do it! Alright, so to make Korean meat, very simple, very simple. So, meat, pan, stove, chopsticks, or fork if you prefer fork. So what you do, ready? You turn on the stove. Very easy, very pretentious, very easy. Stove on. Voila, stove is on. Stove is on. Be careful not to touch anything metal near the stove. Safety hazard. Lab safety, you know, Mrs. Davidson loves the lab safety.
Gotta have that lab safety.
Lab safety. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, watch, this is the important part, ready?
I'm watching.
You take meat, throw it on. That's all you do. Just throw it on.
That's unbelievable.
What, take chopsticks. Alright, let's show the viewers a little closer. Lower the, you don't want to be too high. You don't want to be too high. You know what? You take the meat.
Look at that sizzle.
Look at that sizzle. Justin Cho and Kenneth's bacon won't be this good. All right, let's keep this going. All right, so you take the meat. You know, the meat's going, meat's cooking, right? It's beef, you know, Korean beef. You don't need to cook it too much, but just enough to get that nice taste and make sure it's not raw, obviously. And it's a little frozen. So we're gonna be cooking this. All right, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow, that is just unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That looks
Fantastic.
so appetizing. I would eat that right now.
Fantastic. Look at this.
You know, my dad's a plumber, and I think he found something similar. I guess he was doing a plumbing job in a Korean restaurant. He pulled that out of there.
Oh, absolutely.
Out of the drain,
Definitely. All right.
Definitely.
So let's
Absolutely.
All right. Let's not talk about bathroom work while we're cooking food for our viewers, but let's continue this. All right. So we got the meat cooking. It's going pretty well. All right. Just show the viewers my little technique. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I saw Emerald Lagasse do that once.
Yes, they actually. Call
Emerald Lagasse.
They call me the Emily Lagasse of Korea. So let's make it a little higher. Let's make it go up a little notch. Okay. So now it's cooking. Now we're talking cash. All right.
Word.
Now, keep it going. Keep going. All right. So like, look, very simple, right? Very simple. Very simple.
Very important, very pretentious.
All right, absolutely. All right. You just let it go. You cook it however much you want. Be safe, cook it a little bit more, and throw it on a plate, and you're good to go. You know, a little side of rice always makes the day.
Ooh.
All right. All right, let's show the viewers how it looks when it's almost done. Okay. Show them how it looks.
So now, on average, how long should we cook this for?
As you can see, it's going for a few minutes. You really don't need to cook it too much, but I'm just making sure nothing. I'm just trying to be a little safe here. All right.
See that browning process?
Yes, exactly. The change of color is what is important here.
There's a lot of science behind this.
A lot of science. So even though the cooking seems very simple, there's actually a lot of things are actually happening within the meat itself. There's a lot of chemistry. So, yeah. But let's get this going a little bit. We're almost done here. We're almost done.
Starting to smell pretty good.
Oh yeah, look at that smell.
For the viewers at home,
Yeah.
in class.
You guys are gonna love this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's coming to you soon.
Emma Lagasse, let's go.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He'd be proud. He'd be proud.
Right, it's almost done. Perfect.
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi. We call it bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Very good meat. Very good.
Korean meat. Bulgogi.
Exactly.
Still can't say that onion word, you know? Kind of learn
You'll
that.
get
You gotta
it.
teach me that.
You'll get it eventually. Don't worry, this is the more important part here. Alright, I think it's actually good. So I'm about to be done. Let me do a little more emulgassing.
Up close action shot.
Yeah, let's get that in slow-mo. Alright, I think we're good.
This is the final product.
Alright.
This is what it should look like as
and you take
shown.
Put it on a plate.
And you plate it.
You plate it, take it and plate it. That's what I like
Take it
to
and
say.
plate it. That's what we do.
And this is the final product.
Wow, that just looks absolutely appetizing.
Alright.
We're using the finest of China right here.
Alright. Here you go.
Alright, thanks man. Thank you.
Thank you.
2,000 years later. 6.5 hours later. A few inches later.
Alright, so how does it taste, Ken?
Really good. Yeah.
Nice.
But what's the chemistry behind this, dude? It can't be that simple.
Exactly.
So before we get into talking about Korean meat and exactly what brings about the flavor of Korean meat, we're going to talk about what makes meat meat. Another way of saying that is, how does muscle from an animal turn into meat? So generally speaking, when an animal is living, the animal goes through respiration, breaking down ATP to form energy, and the ATP is generally generated from glucose, okay? However, when the animal is slaughtered, there's no oxygen carried by the blood, and there's no blood flow. So therefore, the muscle cells undergo anaerobic glycolysis, a process wherein glycogen stored in the muscle cells of the animal is broken down to generate ATP. So this is a process that forms, in the absence of oxygen, it forms lactic acid, which is something that turns the muscle into meat. If an animal is freshly slaughtered, the lactic acid would not have enough time to break down the muscle fibers, therefore the meat would be very hard. On the other hand, if an animal was slaughtered for a long time and the meat was going stale, the meat would become pale and watery and obviously not fit to eat.
An important aspect of chemistry found within the cooking of meat is the changing of its color. The Korean meat that we cook today is from cow, which making it red or dark meat. And red or dark meat is made up of muscles with fibers that are called slow twitch. And these muscles are actually full of a protein called myoglobin, which stores oxygen in the muscle cells, which is then used to extract the energy needed for constant activity. Myoglobin is richly pigmented protein, which means that if the more myoglobin there is in the cells, the redder or darker the meat is. When the meat is cooked, the myoglobin color changes depending on what the meat's interior temperature is. Rare beef, which is beef cooked under the temperature of 140 degrees Fahrenheit, the myoglobin does not change color. But at temperatures above 140 degrees Fahrenheit, myoglobin loses its ability to bind to oxygen, and the iron atom at the center of its molecular structure loses an electron. This process forms a tan-colored compound called hemichrome, which gives the medium done meat its color. When the interior temperature of the meat reaches above 170 degrees Fahrenheit, the hemichrome level rises, and thus the myoglobin becomes something called metmyoglobin, which gives the well-done meat its brown-gray shade.
In order for meat to achieve its optimal meaty flavor, meat has to be cooked. And the reason why this is so is because something that contributes to the flavor of the meat is something called the Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction occurs when the denatured proteins from the cooked meat recombine on the surface with the sugars present. This recombination also changes the color and adds flavor to the outside of the meat, which is why it's also called the browning reaction, because the meat on the outside changes from its light pink to standard brown color. The Maillard reaction is best noticed between the temperatures of 300 degrees Fahrenheit to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, although we previously stated that the best internal temperature for when you're cooking meat is 140 degrees Fahrenheit, when the myoglobin begins to break down and denature, this Maillard reaction is best achieved at higher temperatures in order to denature the proteins properly so they can recombine with the sugars and contribute to the flavor of the meat.
This was How to Cook Korean Meat by Edward Bay.
And Kenneth Meserole.
Thank you.
안녕하세요.
Dude, I did it!
Yeah!
Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van. Legacies, family, wait and see, look like a panda. Going out like a Montana, honey killers on the helmets. Legacies, family, wait and see.